The holidays are often known as the happiest time of the year. For some, coping with the loss of a loved one, it becomes the hardest, with the winter months bringing plenty of stress and pressure to those who are affected. It's important people show consideration for those who are struggling. 9 on your side's Gabby Sartori spent her day reaching out to professionals who offered their advice, and she's joining us now in the studio.
Despite the bright lights and festive cheer that accompany the winter holidays, this time of year can bring about feelings of loneliness, isolation, and grief for both people with clinical depression and some without it. These common holiday symptoms can be taxing for anyone, whether you have depression or not. If you do have depression, it could worsen. Depression around the holidays can happen for many reasons. Thoughts about family, relationships, and social engagement arise during this time of year. If there's negative thoughts surrounding these relationships, that could be a trigger.
And everybody's seeming in a good place, and that's our perspective, right? Because we all have stories, we all have baggage, and we don't feel in that way. Well, we need to find somebody we trust, love, whoever that may be in our lives. Maybe a professional, maybe a doctor, a pastor, a friend, to say, hey, this is really bringing back memories of when my mom passed away.
The holidays also bring about an expectation to spend more time with family than usual. This can be stressful for some, especially if they're grieving the loss of a loved one.
But oftentimes we get through the holidays and we feel like life kind of goes back to normal. But if it's not going back to normal, and I mean in a bad way, that's the way with our emotions, that's the time to really seek help.
Social media plays a huge role as well. It may make matters worse because it depicts staged and edited depictions of others enjoying the holidays.
So social media and the media in general play a little bit of a role into that, because oftentimes we are watching the Hallmark movies and everything, and or seeing those stories or hearing what's on the news or whatever about people that are celebrating the holidays, and sometimes we don't feel like that we're meeting that same sort of feeling or that kind of thing.
Simpson says if any other issues and stresses become overwhelming, or if you experience negative thoughts, reach out for help immediately. He urges people to dial 988 or reach out to any mental health services in the area. In the studio, Gabby Sartori, 9 on your side.
Gabby, thank you so much for this coverage.